What's up, people? It is that time again. It is time for News in Motion. I am your host, Gail Dudley, and all I'm going to say, people, is come on in the room. People, come on in the room. It is Thursday, y'all. It is Thursday, April the 28th, 2022. It is Thursday, people. Y'all know we go from Monday through Thursday. So I'm getting ready to start my weekend in a few moments after the end of this broadcast. But right now, I want to hang out with you. So come on in the room, people. Come on in the room. Let me know who's in here. I see you, Valerie. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you on this blessed morning? Good morning, Deborah Johnson. What's up? Good morning, Lori Wallace. What's up, girlfriend? Good morning, Jeffrey Allen James. What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, what's up, Adrian? What's up? Thank you so much, Adrian, for hanging out with us last night on the live podcast that I was a guest on. I see you, Deborah. I just saw your message. I'll respond to that, and as soon as the broadcast is over, I will respond to that. But y'all, what's up, Diane, Ladybug? What's happening, girlfriend? Listen, y'all, we have so much news, but y'all know this is Thursday, so I take it a different direction. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun today, along with our news headlines. I see you, Kelly Lee. I see you, Kenny Stanley. What's happening? What's happening, people? Yeah, I see my brother rolling up in here. Liz prior to third. What's up? What is up? What is up? Y'all, we have some news headlines, but y'all know me on Thursday. I take it different because y'all, all week, were we not packed with news headlines? We were. So today I have my rights to do it whichever way I like to do it. So I'm going to do it that way. I see you, Patricia Lyles. You are welcome for the birthday wishes. It's funny because later, after like late last night, I said, well, I shouted my sister out on the news program, but I never sent her a personal message. So hey, but I love you. I love you, and I hope you had a great birthday. I see you, Marion Jackson. What's up, Latrice Jones? I saw your message too. God is a healer, that's for sure. I see you, Pastor Alex. I see you. I see you, Regina Shorts. I see you. I love it. 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 Yeah, we have some news. The students. I just want to give y'all this quick thing. I won't read the emails that I've received a lot of emails, but the students were saying, "Can you come be our teacher?" I was like, "You can't say that. You got a teacher. It's your teacher who connected me to your classroom." But they are really having a good time all over, not just here in Central Ohio, but in other high schools. Some of them are going to be graduating. And so they were talking about one of the things they wanted to do before they graduate was to make sure they registered so many people to vote. So I'm loving doing the work that I'm doing and piping in the students. One young man, I want to say he's in Louisiana, he sent an email and said that he read, he said, some of the students just like, "Oh, I'm not reading that. She already gave it to us." He said, but he sat down and read it with his parents. And they were like, wow, we just take the news headlines and the propaganda that's out there, but reading it for yourself, they see something different, y'all. And guess what? The student doesn't look like me. So the work that's going forth is making a difference, and that makes my heart glad. I see you, Sarvinia. I see you, Cherie and Camille and Fred Jones. What's up? All right, y'all, we got some news. We're going to have some fun. So let's get started. Yeah, I see you, Jeffrey Payne on YouTube. I see you, Kim Edmondson. I see you. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? I need y'all to put in the chat. I'm not going to tell y'all until y'all all put in the chat that you're ready. Just say, "I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready." Fill the chat up by saying, "I'm ready," because I got something to tell you. So just put in the chat, "I'm ready, I'm ready." Go ahead, y'all, put it in the chat. "I'm ready." Don't be ashamed. Don't be shy. Put it in the chat. Now, those of you who are listening by audio, you driving your students to school, or you are driving to your place of employment, you don't put in there, I'm ready. You just come back later and say, I was saying, yeah, while I was driving. You don't stop what you're doing. I see it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Kim Edmonds says, ready for what? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all, Dr. Anthony Fauci said the United States is finally out of the full-blown explosive pandemic phase. Those were his words. So yay! Just get real excited about that. Not yet. We ready, but it ain't over yet. It ain't over. So he put it out there and said, and this was his quote, the United States is finally out of the full-blown explosive pandemic phase more than 2 years after COVID-19 was first identified in the country. And people were like, yeah. Journalists in the room was like, yeah. Everybody was excited. But Biden's chief medical advisor said it ain't over. He said people took that to say it was over. He said, no, we're just in a different phase of the pandemic. And then he said, we're headed more to a controlled environment where we can return back to normal. I don't know if normal even exists anymore. So then, of course, Dr. Fauci, being Dr. Fauci, he had to back himself up a little bit. And he had to say, well, during the interview, I may have gave people some high hopes. And he goes on to say, but the numbers are trending upward. Really, Skippy? Now you're going to make me start guessing you a little bit here, buddy. Did you read the report before you went on live? So anyway, the CDC report says 60% of the people in the U.S., including almost 75% of children 11 and younger, now have antibodies in their blood. It's a good thing, right? And so this is what Dr. Fauci decided to list. He thought, now let me calm down. Let me give him a list of some to-dos. So here's the to-dos, y'all. If you ready, make sure you do these to-dos. He says, number one, we got to get people, more people fully vaccinated. Really? You think that's going to work? Okay. Then he says, we got to develop even better vaccines. I say yes to that, Dr. Fauci. You have our vice president who's had COVID, 2 or 3 times, and she's fully vaccinated. So what's up with that? And then he goes, we need to figure out the best booster strategy to counter variants. Really? I thought that's what y'all were working on. And then his final thing was like, make sure people have access to treatment as soon as they need it. Okay, I think I've heard all of this before, but you got us so excited. And what did you deliver to us, Dr. Fauci? Dr. Fauci, listen, we're going to have fun. Can you come on News in Motion? Can you just come on and talk to us? We're a different community. We want to hear more about what you need to say, but I want to invite you here to hang out with us. Seriously, Dr. Fauci, because I got some questions. I really do have some questions. How many times you want to inoculate me? What are we doing here? What are we doing? So there's Dr. Fauci. Yeah, y'all, we're all ready, but it's still what it is. All right, y'all, Twitter. I can't help myself. Y'all, are these just mind games that are going on? Y'all know this deal won't be complete until about the end of the year. So will he pull out? Will he have his fun over the next few weeks and get bored and say, oh, I'm done with this? Well, y'all, he seems to be having some fun on Twitter. I'm not following him, but I will go and see what's trending to see what's happening. Y'all, he tweeted at 8:56 p.m. Eastern time last evening saying, next, I'm buying Coca-Cola to put cocaine back in. What? What? Did you really just say that, dude? Yeah, he said that. He sure did. And then in an earlier tweet yesterday, tweeted to Jeff Bezos, he said, Amazon is next, referencing that he will buy Amazon. And Bezos said, yeah, really? You think so, buddy? That ain't happening. Yep. And then he also was advocating, y'all, on his Twitter for Truth Social. He was advocating, saying, y'all know Truth Social belongs to the former guy, TFG. And he was saying that Truth Social was currently beating Twitter and TikTok on the Apple Store. I had to go look. The numbers do show that. And I thought that's kind of odd that this is happening. Now, remember, though, Twitter only had, until Monday, 217 million subscribers, engagements, whatever you want to call us. Well, that has now decreased. I mean, people are really leaving. Like, I'm out. They're really leaving. All right. So And thank you, Pastor Alex, for sending this because I was doing some research on this and then I got your text message. Now, Apple and Google are talking about removing Twitter from the Apple Store if it does not moderate or remove hate speech. That's out there. Y'all know that's been conversations before. Now, the first person to report on this is Sean King. Now, since then, multiple reporters, journalists, and advocates have also been digging into this. So, this is how the conversation began. So soon thereafter, when all this was happening, because he's got people watching everything, Elon Musk comes back out on another tweet and says Truth Social, and then he puts in parentheses, terrible name, which it really is, exists because Twitter censored free speech. That should tell y'all something. That should tell y'all what's about to happen. And then he says, well, he's going to help the Truth Social platform and give them a new name, and he wants to call them Trumpet. It's actually a good name. It's pretty fitting, really. So now, how people were threatening to leave Twitter. Well, they have been leaving it. They have been jumping ship in droves. Like even Rachel Maddow, who had a huge following, is down about 17, 18%. Yeah, it's down. Nancy Pelosi's down. Chuck Schumer's down. AOC's down. People are like, I'm out of here. I don't know what's happening. So it's like, is this a mind game or what? Now, TechCrunch, says that these fluctuations can be a result of account creation and deactivation and were not caused by bots. Now, he says he's removing all bots. So could bots already be falling off? We don't know, which means it's not really 217 million anymore. It's less than that. And by the way, Senator Susan Collins wants the former guy back on Twitter. What? Y'all, make this make sense. Help me understand. Y'all, something greater is going on here. I don't know if it's greater. Something different is going on here. And we, as citizens of the United States of America, we need to be following and see what's happening. Now, in some serious news, because Twitter's not all that serious, in some serious news, Axios is reporting that Russia suspended natural gas shipments to Bulgaria and Poland yesterday in a response to increased arms shipments and the sanctions by the West. Now, the EU leaders framed the move as an attempt to use gas as blackmail. They really believe that's so. But NASDAQ is reporting that Russian oil production could decline by nearly 17% due to the sanctions. While Russia claims that the two EU countries did not meet Russia's demand to pay in the rubles. So we got that. But hold on, because FinancialPost.com reports that shale gas, said it will no longer buy any refined oil products, including blended fuels containing any Russian oil. So you done cut off shipment, but you about not to have anything yourself. See, sometimes people move first to make it appear as if they've done something. No, you've been cut off, so you don't have anything to spare. Let's call a spade a spade. I know I've been saying that all week. What's up, Pastor Angie Shannon? She says, I agree. Something else is in play with Twitter. Something else is in play with Twitter. Yeah. And you know what I'm tired of, y'all? And I'm gonna say this right here. It's my show. I can say what I want to. Y'all can cancel me, but I can't cancel myself. I have nobody paying me to cancel me. So I'm gonna say this myself. They think we stupid. They really do think we're dumb. I really believe it with everything in me. But we are some of the most brilliant and brightest people. We just have to find a way to message. I was sharing with some friends of mine yesterday. And I said, we don't have anybody. I said, we're going to have an 80-year-old president running for re-election. People, I don't know if VP could get in there as president, but here's the truth. We don't have anybody. Now, if you want the truth, we don't have anybody in Congress or the Senate. We have nobody. So we need to figure out our messaging and I'm telling y'all, somebody needs to hire me. Who has connections on here? Can y'all let somebody know they need to hire me? Because I can help them. Because what's the message right now? Who's talking? Who's on first base? What is happening? We're all talking about somebody's dag on Twitter. Well, what else is happening? Y'all, we need to figure out let me get off of that. Y'all, Politico reports that the US and Russia, now get this, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Fred Jones says, I gotta find my Black Planet logo. People are talking about Black Planet. Now, I never knew about Black Planet, but whatever. Jeffrey Payne on YouTube said, right, what is the message? What's the message? All right, y'all, Politico. Now, I want y'all to listen to this. Pay attention. The US and Russia, and Politico's not the only people reporting it. Again, y'all, we get alerts from everywhere, and then all of us draft our things. And then when I'm writing my scripts, I'm pulling from different places. That's why we're aggregated news source outlet. So I went with Politico's because they were the main thing. And Mike Nicholson said, not Black Planet. Pastor Angie said, yeah, somebody needs to hire me. Somebody needs to hire me because I can help them. Anyway, back to Politico. Y'all, get this. I want y'all to pay attention. The U.S. and Russia agreed to a prisoner swap. Why are we agreeing with anything with Russia right now? But anyway, now, which I agree. Yep, former U.S. Marine Trevor Reed was swapped for held in Russia since 2019 and was released in exchange for a jailed Russian pilot. So wait a minute, they're in a war, and you're gonna let go of one of their pilots? Yeah, that's a little wonky for me. These are the questions I have when I'm reading this. They're in a war, destroying Ukraine, and you're gonna swap for a Russian pilot? So now they got a pilot to fly planes. There's something ain't right about that. No, there's something ain't right about that. Now, I'm not behind closed doors having these conversations, but I'll be like, Joe, come here. That may not look too good. Now, we're going to get Marine Trevor Reed. We want him. But swap for something else. Not for a Russian pilot. That don't look too good. Who's in there with his back helping him out? Y'all, there's something ain't right with this. Yes, Kelly Lee, why didn't you free Brittany? If you're gonna let go of a Russian pilot, say I need three free. I need three. I need Trevor, Marine Trevor Reed. I need Brittany Griner, and give me a third person. Come on, what's the negotiation here? All right, I don't know what I'm talking about, though. I'm just a lonely old host on News in Motion, but I got questions for you. I got questions. All right, y'all, a reminder from Game Over with Kenny. The first round of the NFL draft will be held tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time on ABC and ESPN, live from Las Vegas. Let me see what y'all saying. Everybody talking about why not Black Planet. Hi, Gladys. I don't know who Gladys is, but I'm so glad you're hanging out with us today, girl. Let's see. Fred Jones, Mike Nicholson, with all the smart people we have in tech and all the advancement in technology, we should have a better Black Planet in 2022. That's about right. Y'all, AP News reports a state investigation launched after the killing of George Floyd found there was probable cause that the Minneapolis Police Department engaged in a year-long pattern of racial discrimination. Really? You just not finding that out? Should have asked somebody. In violation of Minnesota's human rights law. Say that real fast. Officials released the probe results yesterday, nearly 2 years after Floyd was killed. No, he was murdered. He was brutally murdered while being detained by officers, by being suffocated by officers. Okay, I fixed that. The agency is working with the city to negotiate a court enforcement agreement to address the issues identified. We have a link that we're going to share with you if you want to read the entire findings. It's in there somewhere. Thank you, Isaiah. That link is there. It is there. So y'all need to check that out. If somebody can grab that and put it in the comments, that's great too. So then you can just click on it. All right, y'all, the Hill reporting, talking about Minnesota. In related news, Derek Chauvin, who was convicted last April and sentenced to more than 2 decades in prison for Floyd's murder, filed an appeal. Chauvin is asking the Minneapolis Court of Appeals to either toss his conviction. What do you mean toss? Are you serious? You drinking that Florida Kool-Aid? Or he said he wants to order a new trial in a different venue or reduce his sentencing. Really? That's interesting. But yeah, we need to pay attention. because we don't know what's about to happen. So we need to pay attention. We need to stay vigilant, y'all. We need to keep being front and center with what's happening so that we can raise our voices and speak. Again, y'all, this is why voting is so important. It is so, so important. All right, y'all, but in other news, talking about Minneapolis, the judge overseeing the trial for Thomas Lane, Jay Alexander, and Tu Toho, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, who accompanied Chauvin, said he won't allow live streaming of the summer trial, in which the jury selection is scheduled for June 14th. He's like, y'all not having in my courtroom. We're not having any of that. Nope. But y'all get this. The former guy, the former President Donald Trump on Wednesday began his appeal of a New York State judge's ruling, holding him in contempt and finding him $10,000 for every day he doesn't comply with the state attorney general subpoena. Now, Trump attorneys filed a notice of appeal with the New York Supreme Court on yesterday. Now, I don't care what side of the aisle you on. I really don't. But if you're not playing fair, and they ask you to turn over something, turn it over. If you're not turning it over, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? I get that people like him. I like Barack Obama. But if you got something, you have something. And if it's something that's not right, then it's not right. But I will tell y'all this. He can write a playbook for those of us to help us stay out of trouble, because he's doing something right that's keeping him out of prison, that's keeping him out of jail, that's keeping him from paying fines. What is this? What is it? I just can't wait till this whole Pandora box opens and we can see everything that's going on. I want to see it in real time. I want to have some popcorn. I want to have my television on, and I want to be able to chat with all of you so we can watch this unfold. I think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Now, y'all, what did I tell y'all back? Mike Nicholson, I'm not dealing with you today. Y'all, what did I tell y'all back in March 2022? Y'all might want to listen to me. I really do think I know what I'm talking about. I really do. I believe it with everything in me. I believe it. Y'all, President Biden, now he has, as you know, extended the pandemic pause on student loan payments 4 times. He did it 4 times. Now, the next one's supposed to be expired August 31st. Now, y'all, the payments have been on hold for 2 years, for more than 2 years, actually, over this presidential administration. We in trouble. The Democrats are in trouble. Again, I'm moderate, but I lean left. But there's times I go right because I'm conservative in some areas. So, I need to be marked an independent, but I'm not marked that way. So anyway, Democrats know they in trouble. They in trouble. They in some serious trouble. I'm telling y'all what he's going to do. Because now he's thinking about, maybe I'm going to just go ahead and forgive everybody's loans. We're talking about $1.6 trillion. But hey, if Elon Musk can come up with $44 billion, almost $45 billion with a B, we might as well go ahead and make it a T and just let all these students have their loans forgiven. I know some of y'all going to be like, pay your bills. We're not a charity. Get over yourselves. If they haven't needed this money in 2 years, do you think they really need it? Hello, somebody. As much as we are given to other countries, come on, help your own. That's what's going to be a game changer. We're going to stay tuned and see this unfold. Y'all, Axios is reporting Meta, which is Facebook, shares up double-digit hours after trading, after beating earnings expected and increasing users, despite missing revenue targets. Make this make sense? So, what's happening? All these people who left off of Twitter and come back over to Facebook. I'm like, what is this, the battle with social media or what? But y'all, we need to pay attention to these things. So whether it's Black Planet, Black Twitter, whatever, why aren't we rising up and making something happen and bring our allies and everyone else over here to hang out with us? Just a question I'm putting on the table. Diane Ladybug says money talks and walk. And then there is for real white privilege. That's happening. But now remember that House Bill number 7 in Florida says we can't use those words. We can't use those words. No. Okay, there's that. Speaking of that and seeing Diane Ladybug pop up talking about voting, what about the elderly people And this is happening in Ohio. This happened to Ladybug's mother. Get that out. And she gave me permission to share this. Um, Usually they send out absentee ballots just because if you've gotten one before or whatever, we all seem to get them. The application, then you send the application back in, they send you the official ballot. Well, her mother didn't get one. Because they not doing that anymore. They just not doing it. They don't even know the maps anymore. And by the way, the Supreme Court in New York threw out the Democratic maps. Here's my question. Why do we have maps? Why can't we use the maps we've been using? You only change the maps because people are moving and you're trying to acquire and take over that land too. Let's just call a spade a spade. If we just leave the maps alone, we wouldn't have all this stuff going on, all this shiggity stuff going on. I didn't say the word. But anyway, so here we have Diane Lady. But so the only way she can vote if her mother goes to the actual poll. But what about someone who's unable to get out of bed and go vote? What about that person? Y'all, this is going, they're shutting down things, they're closing off things, but what's going to happen, it's going to start affecting them. And then we're going to see it revert back to what it used to be because they're going to find out this isn't working. And they got to be careful. They can't only target Black and brown people or lower class people or lower income people. They won't be able to do that with the marginalized people. It's going to start hitting their people as well. And they're going to see that what they put in place to hurt other people is going to end up hurting them as well. All right, y'all. Y'all know on Thursday I do what I want to, do what I want to. Y'all, so just because I just thought I'd throw out some different kind of news. Y'all, the Francis Crick Institute in the UK reports that researchers have discovered a genetic cause underlying the autoimmune disorder lupus. Single DNA mutation found in cause immune cells to identify health tissues as damaged or foreign. Just go to their website. Just go to their website. It's Francis Crick, CRICK Institute, and it's in UK. Now, AP is reporting that a study says more than 1/5, get this, y'all, we got to have diverse, well-rounded news here. 1/5 of the world's reptiles are either vulnerable to extinction, endangered, or critically endangered. Really? More than 1 in 5 species of reptiles worldwide are threatened with extinction, according to a comprehensive new assessment of thousands of species published Wednesday in the journal Nature. Of 10,196 reptile species analyzed, and I keep saying the word species, I hope I don't mess it up because I almost said the other word earlier. 21% were classified as endangered, critically endangered, or vulnerable to extinction, including the iconic blood-hooded snakes of South and Southeast Asia. Say that real fast. So now we have a problem with reptiles. That's happening too. Now, earlier I gave y'all this exciting report that Dr. Fauci came out and said the pandemic. Yeah, he was too soon. He was too soon. But everybody's throwing away masks. And they're finding them in the streets. They're finding them in the garbage. They're finding them on the in the concrete in parking lots. They're just finding masks everywhere. So what do you do with your face mask? Well, I'm still wearing mine. I am. People be looking at me like, girl, what's wrong with you? Mind your business. I'm minding mine. I got my mask on. Well, y'all, Sykes.org is reporting, get this, single-use masks are now presenting an environmental problem. Researchers have demonstrated the idea of incorporating old masks into cement mixture to create a stronger, more durable concrete. Y'all heard that? In a paper published in the journal Materials Letters, that's the journal, a Washington State University research team showed that the mixture using a mixture of single mask material was 47% stronger than commonly used cement after a month of curing. What? So y'all, the masks really do protect you. If they're 47% stronger than commonly used cement, hello, somebody. Y'all better wear that mask. That mask is what's saving us. not the vaccine, although I'm gonna get inoculated. Y'all, that mask is saving. Can y'all believe that? That is, and it's there. I'm gonna put that link in there later. I don't have it to give it to you right now, but I'll put that link in there later. So if they're using masks to make stronger cement that we drive on, park on, sit on, run on, everything else, this mask can protect us. Y'all better tell somebody. All right, y'all, party over where? Party in DC on this summer on Juneteenth weekend. Party, party, party. Pharrell's Something in the Water Music Festival will take place in Washington, D.C. this summer. Hello, somebody. D.C. Mayor Muriel Browser and Fennell Williams officially made the announcement on Tuesday afternoon at Bayou High School in Southwest. It's one of those, forgive me. Anyway, in the quote, it says something in the water is a Black solution. Love. For the systemic issues, and this year we are taking the celebration to a higher platform. The nation's capital during Juneteenth 10th weekend. I can't talk now, y'all. Pharrell said in a statement, "We want to show the world that there is something in the water across the whole DMV, and I want to continue to bring awareness to the greatest within the communities and invite large corporations to show up for the people." Y'all, it's all happening Juneteenth weekend. Y'all, News in Motion should roll out. We should get some buses and roll up in there. Let's see, Pastor Angie's in that area, Dr. Antoinette's in that area, Cherie's in that area, Oscar's in that area. There's some other people in that area. Dr. Thomas is in that area. Y'all, we should roll up in there and party like it's 1999. Hello, somebody. Y'all, I just asked them to do one thing. I want them to have some voter registration booths on every corner of the because they're going to be on the National Mall. I want them to have voter registration booths all over and make sure people are registered to vote. And before I go to the inspirational message, Disney's like, what? Like, we ain't even paying attention to what you claim you're doing to us. They're like, their attorneys is like, don't even respond. Just shut this down. All right, y'all. Speaking of love, I see y'all ain't doing my let's roll. Let's go. Let's go. Can y'all imagine us rolling up there with our News in Motion paraphernalia? Just go to the merch store. Go ahead and put that up there, Isaiah. Go to the merch store. You can get your t-shirts now, your flip-flops, your tote bag. We rolling up in there like, we here. Hello, somebody. We can have t-shirts, and then on certain days we can put on Power 52 Foundation t-shirts. They'd be like, what's this group? We stacking it up in here. Hello, somebody. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Y'all, the inspirational message for today, and I'm out of here. And Isaiah, we're going to make the time today. Y'all, again, I've been talking about love for 3 days. Might as well call it one more, especially since we're talking about the party on Juneteenth, talking about something in the water is Black solution. That's called love. Y'all got to go to Romans 12. Again, might as well finish it out. Verse 17 through 21, Do not repay evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live in peace with everyone. Y'all can't imagine, pause. No longer will anybody disturb my peace. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Not at all. Not at all. Verse 19, do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath. Trust me, his wrath is greater than your revenge. Your revenge will be ignored and like whatever. It may cause a little argument or whatever, but God's wrath, I don't want that. For it is written, it is mine to avenge. I will repay, says the Lord. On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. I'm going to round this up. Love. Period. Just love. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Using Simone Biles' words, if it's affecting my mental, I don't have time for it. Y'all, and this comes from, and I was talking about this last night on somebody else's podcast. It comes from being your authentic self. If you are walking in who you are, not trying to wear multiple masks, trying to be different people. If you're like, this does not line up with the word of God with me, so I'm not even going to entertain this. Actually, when I was looking at Twitter yesterday, looking at Elon Musk and all, I said, he's just a big kid. He has some money. He done bought something. I believe he's gonna get bored before this transaction goes all the way in. I really do. I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm just predicting. It's like he's having too much fun. And then even at one point in his tweet, he said, "Y'all, let's just have a ball of fun." So this is now turning into fun. What are you talking about? What's happening here? But y'all, I started like, why am I letting this man work? I have nothing. I'm not his friend. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. It's his money. He's now in debt by $25.5 billion, not my debt. I don't care. I don't have to be on Twitter. Same thing when we're dealing with people. We look at people and say, you do you. If that's what you want to do, you do you. I can't control you. I can't manipulate you because manipulation, y'all, is a form of witchcraft. We're not supposed to be practicing witchcraft, right? So I can't manipulate you. I can't beg you. I'm not going to try to please you anymore because nothing at all is pleasing you. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just love you. I'ma love the hell out of you. I'ma love the evil out of you. I'ma just love you. You're gonna be wondering, what's wrong with this girl? I'm doing everything I can to shoot her down. And she comes back with, good morning. How are you? I love you with the love of Jesus. They're like, she's crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm just protecting my space. And that's what we all need to be doing, y'all. Love. We're just gonna protect our space. We're just gonna protect who we are. We're not gonna let other people come in and destroy us or yank us around. No. So y'all, when y'all go into this weekend, I want y'all to do this with me. I want y'all to smile when you see people. Y'all stop trying to ignore people when you see them. Look them in the eye, say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? Isn't this a great day to be alive? That's how we're supposed to operate. Jesus is King. He's alive. Y'all, that tomb is empty. That means that freedom, the debt has already been paid. Why you want to put more debt on you? Why you want to put more just mess with y'all? It's just really yucky. You don't want to deal with all that. You want to be in freedom. You want to be in freedom. Stop looking and scrolling saying, what's she doing? What he doing? Why they think they can do that? And say, go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, my sister. Do what you do. I'm rooting for you. Go through the weekend and put messages. Sometimes we just scroll. Stop long enough to say, you doing a thing and I'm cheering you on. You're going to mess some people up. Now, you got to be authentic with it. Don't just be doing it thinking it's going to get you somewhere. You got to be authentic with it. All right, y'all, I can go on and on and on, but I got to get out of here. Isaiah has to get out of here, y'all, until Monday. It's been a great week right here on News in Motion, but right now I got to go. I'm going to start my weekend, and y'all, we really need to start planning this Juneteenth. Cherie, Dr. Antoinette, you Dr. Angie Latouche, forgive me for that. Y'all got some hotel hookups, some Airbnb, something, let us know. We need to really do that. Y'all go to the merch store. Get your merch now so you can get your outfits ready. Isaiah, put that back up one more time. Go to the merch store. Get your merch now. You can get a hat, t-shirt, flip-flops, your tote bag, your something to write in. Yep, just go ahead and do it. All right, y'all. Until Monday, I'm out.